you check the children? Show a little match sometimes.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Sometimes. That is what
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Horror Show. I'm Cecil, Laird, here to do another emergency trailer reaction. Been covering the Predator projects quite a lot recently, with the Killer of Killers movie coming out tomorrow, as well as Predator Badlands coming out later in the year. But today, we finally got the first full official trailer for Alien Earth. So that is exciting because up until now, we've only gotten little tiny teasers here and there, maybe 10 seconds at a time. And they've done a few of them, and no one was even sure exactly if they were from the show or if they were just promo material. But now we finally got a full trailer. I am very excited about this. As you guys know, Fuego and I are huge Alien and Predator fans. Robert is a big Predator fan as well, so I am very excited about this. Let's finally take a look at the first trailer for Alien Earth, the series coming to Hulu quite soon. That's bad. And 3, 2, 1, go.
10, 9, 8.
Yeah, I got the atmosphere, okay.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Trailer countdown, okay. Alright, cool.
How's that girl?
We've only gotten one movie set on Earth from the Alien franchise, and that was an
You're
AVP
gonna be the
movie.
first person to transition from a human body
Predator's gone here a few
to a
times.
synthetic.
Because I'm special.
That's right.
Interesting.
You're very, very special.
That's new. Transferring consciousness is a thing in this world now? Okay. Oh, damn, that's sick. Ooh, goodbye, building.
I want what's on that ship.
We can do it. We're fast, we're strong, we don't break.
What?
It's like a zoo, but the animals got out.
Nice. Ooh,
This ship collected 5 different life forms from the darkest corners of the universe.
5 different ones.
Monsters.
Oh. Wait, there's more than just aliens on this? Is this going to be a Monster of the Week show? Interesting. Wow, the visuals are beautiful.
Invasive species.
Interesting.
Predatory.
No?
We don't lock them down,
Oh, wow, that's all fantastic.
it will be too late.
That's a different kind of egg. Oh. Interesting. So there's more than just xenomorphs? Am I understanding that wrong? Anyone else understanding that there's more than just xenomorphs based on this trailer? All right, well let's run it back here. They did the pre-trailer trailer, and then it starts actually here. So yeah, one thing I didn't really consider is that this is set 100 years in the future. The buildings are definitely way more advanced than we'd be able to do in just the next 100 years, but it is still... so anyway, I thought that on Earth we'd be seeing more like our kind of Earth, not quite as technologically advanced. I mean, that looks like our Earth. That looks less so. I don't know why. Okay, so maybe it is more close to our time frame. It just... Okay, so let me go back and tell you why I thought that. So yes, this is a very... I don't know, I've not seen this skyscraper before, so I don't know if that's one I think they may have digitally added a couple of, futuristic looking skyscrapers. But I could be wrong. Maybe this is just an actual city that they filmed it, and I'm just geographically unaware, which would not surprise me in the least bit. But anyway, so that looks like a pretty normal city. This I guess just the ship being there is what's making it look again like a future city, but looking around now, no, that does look kind of normal. And then here, that whole structure, those 3 buildings in the middle, that looks very futuristic to me. Futuristic skyscraper kind of situation, although it looks like maybe 1 or 2 of them is about to be brought down by the ship. But I guess the rest of it, yeah, I mean, it does look like maybe, no, I mean, all of these would be a lot to build in just 100 years, but still, okay, all right, so let me correct that criticism. It's not quite as uber futuristic looking as I initially thought at first blush, but I was paying attention to the massive sci-fi ship crashing in the city, so I wasn't registering the rest. So that is a very strange look for Timothy Oliphant. So he must be a synth. That is Oliphant, right? I think so. It's him later for sure, so it's got to be him there. So she's a swordsman. What are these? Are these? They're not mercenaries. It looks like they're scavengers of some kind. All right, so they head inside, and 5 species, 5 of the worst species from all around. That egg at the very end, we see it start to hatch later in the trailer, but it is not a xenomorph egg. It doesn't open the same, and it doesn't look the same. But are all of these going to be variations on the xenomorph? Or are they going to be completely separate? Because, again, we see a little squid guy later that, I mean, based on Prometheus, I suppose, could be still related. Oh, I didn't even notice that this guy was torn to pieces in front of him. Damn. There's his foot. There's his torso. Shit. Okay. Well, at least they're not going to skimp on the gore. See, that doesn't look... I guess that could be a kid's xenomorph. Yeah, I don't know. What is your guys' impression as I go through this? Do you think it's going to be more than just Xenos, or is it just Xenos and I'm putting too much into the 5 of the most dangerous species line? They got goats, so that's probably to sacrifice to a T-Rex or a Xeno. So yeah, little squid guy. That's not a xenomorph. I guess I could pause to read that whole thing on the... Let's see, actually. Alright, hang on. Let's see what it actually says from when it first appears. The tentacles carry extraordinary strength and are built to climb onto and... I can't quite see it, it's fuzzy. The eyes of other living... And dislodge the eyes of other living organisms. Once replaced in the eye socket... oculus is what they're calling it, takes over the ocular pathways to the brain, overriding the neurotransmissions throughout the body. Okay, sorry guys, it's really blurry. More study needed to something intelligence. Again, they refer to Oculus, removable let's see if it... Okay, yeah, I can't quite read the... It's tough to read, but that was interesting. So this thing climbs in, pulls out your eye, and replaces your eye with itself in order to grab onto your brain and take it over. Look at... See, that's not a Xeno egg. That looks like... What kind of fruit does that look like? I don't know, but it looks like a fruit that's being bust out of. So yeah, is that a Xeno? Is that a different kind of Xeno, or is it a different organism altogether that hatches like a Xeno from the egg? Wait, okay, what was that? Was that the little eyeball guy that just latched onto that dude? Or was it a face hugger? Yeah, I can't quite tell. Looks like it might be a face hugger, though. It's got to be, right? There's got to be Xeno. Oh, that was the little eyeball guy. Let's see. Oh, I am never good at pausing at the right time. That is sick. Okay, so that's the Oculus thing. It's got it eyeball look, it's got all different colors so it can like shift to match what it needs to. So this thing pulls out your eye and replaces your eye with itself and uses its little tentacles to reach into your brain and start taking over. That is dope. That's definitely not a xenomorph. And doesn't, I mean, could that be related to like the squid version of a face hugger from Prometheus? It's definitely an evolution, if not. Look at the special effects. It's got all the specular highlights all around, and then the reflection of the light in the eye, just like regular eyes. That's so cool. All right. Wait, okay. Whoa, that's all Fast and Furious. Oh, that's interesting. She's hooked its mouth? She's hooked the little mouth? I didn't notice that the first time. She's going to yank this thing right out of its face. I'm going to yank this thing right out of your face. All right, let's see. Okay, wait. What was that? Okay, that's definitely a Xeno. There's definitely a dude in a Xeno suit, because that is a rubbery looking Xeno right there. That is not, that's either CG or a really lack of slimed up practical suit. But as shiny and rubbery as it looks, that makes me think it's actually CG, because they wouldn't forget to slime it up if it was in person. Okay, so that's just him. That's the next shot of him jumping away. Okay. So some kind of confrontation there. Something weird with that guy. This definitely looks face hugger. Yeah. Well, okay, I want to see what that thing jumping was. Was that a Xeno or is that something else? Hold on. That looks like the Xeno jumping after the dude that just got thrown out. But there's another thing after. Oh, what was that? It's just the next shot. See, that head looks huge to be a regular Xenomorph. That head is huge. Look at how big that thing is. Is that just window distortion? Or is that one of those offshoots of the Xenomorph, maybe? Dude, I don't know what that is. I'm trying to catch that one. Oh, okay, yeah, it's just a shot where it's really small in the background. Okay. I want to make sure I'm not missing any other... So it might just be a bunch of Xenos. Although there was that Oculus thing. So, I don't know. I'm very curious to see if we're going to get other creatures. Otherwise, it looks... I mean, you know, it's pretty... That shot of the alien is, like, pretty standard at this point. It's a little weird. Normally, the upper teeth are a little more flush with the front of the head. So it's a slightly different design. That might be the alternate Xeno that we saw in the window, the big head one. That might be the big head one, because its jaw is different. It's not as streamlined as the normal Xeno, is it? It almost looks like kind of an ape-shaped face. Huh. Because this little thing on the right could be its snout, right? And then its big head. Weird. Okay. Very curious to know what's going on, but there you go. That is the first trailer for Alien Earth, or the first full trailer, I should say, for Alien Earth. So, what do you guys think? Are you excited about it? Does this, were you more excited with the little tiny teasers, or you know, does this story trailer make you confused, make you more excited, make you meh? I'm very curious to know your thoughts. I'm still very much excited because I love, you know, Xenomorph stuff, alien stuff, Predator stuff, and even if it is other aliens, to be able to see other I mean, they've done other aliens in the Alien comics for sure that they've gone up against at times and stuff. So it's very cool to see that there might be at least slight variations on the Xeno, if not completely different species of deadly creatures. Which, you know, for a serialized television series, it's not. Look at Tremors, right? The Tremors movies were, you know, very basic single creature kind of thing, and then in the series they end up doing new monsters that were made by a secret government facility in Perfection Valley, and so every episode was a new creature for them to take on, and occasionally a graboid would star as one of the episode bad guys. But yeah, so this could be, you know, where I think they will string Xenomorphs throughout the whole series, but each episode could be focusing more on one of the 5 different species. I'm not sure how many episodes it's supposed to be. I don't know if it's like a 6-episode thing, an 8-episode thing, or a 10-episode thing. It's definitely not going to be one of the old school 23-episode series. Those days are done, my friends, if you're as old as me and you miss those. But that was just a shit ton of filler back in the day. So I like the more streamlined. The BBC had it right all along. Streamlined stories, make it matter, no filler episodes, and go. So I'm excited about this. Let me know if you guys are as well. Thank you very much for watching, especially if you've watched me ramble up to this point. Thank you to all of our patrons for supporting the channel the way that you do. We greatly appreciate it. Until next time, though, I've been Cecil Laird, and remember, stay scared.